Yeah, I have commercial accounts from
Here at the Colfax Railroad Show, they had a lot of assorted items of different scales, trains. There's some G and O. Mainly it was HO and N. And they had some pretty good prices. They had scenery, and box cars, a lot of locomotives. Some were kind of expensive though. And they had buttons. You'll see later in this video which one I got. They had timetables, lanterns, everything. So now I'm going to stop talking and then just let you enjoy this. So this is the Colfax Railroad Museum in Colfax, Wisconsin. This is their gift shop area. It's right where you walk in, and they had a few model railroading stuff and china and mugs. That's actually where I got something from. I actually got something from here, and you'll see that at the end of this video. So keep watching to see that. And right here, yeah, they just have shelves of models. They had that little section of a model railroad. And here's a lot more of the China. And they had a lot of buildings here and more locomotives on this shelf. So now I'm going to go and oh yeah, right there they had some track. Now I'm going to go in here. This is all sorts of pins that the railroad had.
Oh, this right here?
And these were used to like identify people. There's a train man pin in there. I think there was a conductor pin. And a lot of them just had the railroad logo. Down there is some lanterns. Here are some more buttons. And here are a lot of identification pins. There's some more. And as you go this way, they have some signs. A lot of different sizes of spikes, some rail, and they actually had a really old piece of rail from the 1800s. There's a model train back there. And here is where they have their museum china, that other china that you saw you could actually buy if you were willing to cough up $90 or $100. Yeah, you can buy those. And yeah, these are all real. These are from dining cars. Here's some more. They just have tons of stuff here. It's kind of surprising how one can own all of this. And as I make my way back here, there's even more. There's a lot of lanterns. And here is some kind of display models. They weren't really scale or whatever you want to say. And they actually had a Mars light in there. Here's a whole bunch of hats. An operating Mars light. Here are, yeah, right there it is to the left. And they had a few typewriters. They had some display stuff over here.
If you have any questions about anything, let me know.
And even more china. There's me. Hi, me. Yeah, they had a first aid kit from, I didn't get a good look at the logo, but I think it was the Chicago and Northwestern. And I'm gonna make my way back this way again. Even more lanterns. I already said it's absolutely surprising that someone can own all of this. I'm gonna make my way back here. Oh, here's a whole bunch of keys and locks off of switches and stuff. Here's a map of the Northern Pacific Railroad. So now there's an Amtrak FPH40 something, I don't know. There's that old piece of rail I was talking about. So I'm gonna make my way outside really soon and visit their outdoor collection.
It opens up, yeah.
Yeah, here we go. And there's actually operating CN tracks right next to them. And it was a beautiful day this day, so yeah, here's some of their collection right here. They had a lot of signals and stuff and crossings. You can see those Canadian National tracks behind in the background. They had a crap ton of them here. They had some switch stands. There's a crossing gate and a motor box for one. And yeah, right there is the first two train cars. There's a baggage car. Yeah, that bent switch stand I don't think would be too good anymore. So that caboose over there, it's there's one in Colby exactly like that, and they actually got that from here. It's Colby, Wisconsin. And I'm not sure on this, but I do believe that this train car only the male dog had been and had ridden in. So that's a pretty cool fact about that train car. Uh-oh. And this is that caboose I was talking about. And I don't have it on video, but I did actually go up into the cupola of the caboose. Here are some pictures of when the caboose first got here. It was just completely looked like crap on the inside, and now look how nice it looks. They had original Pullman blankets and Chicago Northwestern, Soo Line, a Via Rail, and Amtrak. I haven't really seen a lot of Via Rail stuff. And as I make my way out the back, I'm going to go into a cattle car, and they had quite literally all of the bells and whistles in there. So as I make my way in there, you will be able to see all the bells and whistles. So, and a few horns. If you saw that little clip down there, you did see. You should have saw those two horns. They had a semaphore signal in there, and a railroad crossbuck. And here's all the bells and whistles. And I should probably start talking. I mean, stop talking now. You guys are probably sick of me, but haha, you guys decided to click on this video. And this is pretty busy because this is actually who was putting on the railroad, the train show. And here is I don't really know what to call it, if it's a dining car or what, but they have a lot of different kinds of china and plates in here. And at the end, they do have some railroad outfits. So I'm going to stop talking now. And this is my favorite part. This is all sorts of old railroad signs from all sorts of fallen flags and ones that actually still exist. We have, I do believe there is a Canadian National one. There's Union Pacific, and too many to actually count. So I'm gonna let you guys do that and stop talking. Hey, I'm now back from the train show, and this is all the stuff I got. Starting out with the VHS tapes. I got the Last of the Giants VHS tape because I love Big Boy. I also got this. The Union Pacific Big Boy collection. It has every single one. And it has a cab ride. I got this depot. I had the decals on today, but this is what it looks like. I got a foamer button. And I got a Colfax Railroad Museum button. Because that's where it was. It was in Colfax. I went there afterwards. And then I got this beat up Burlington Northern gondola. I also got a beat up Burlington gondola. I got a Baby Ruth billboard reefer car. I got a Milwaukee Road, what is it again? It's like a thermos or something. Yeah, it's a thermos. Well, not really a thermos, but more of a travel mug. And then I got a Union Pacific mug. And if we come over here, I got this track for $10 in a bag. It didn't come with the locomotives, train cars, or wire, but it came with a switch and a loop of easy track, and then some straight track. And it runs. So if I flip this switch here, then I can just go ahead and peel our train right out of there. that'll be pretty much it for today's video. Bye.